Hey guys, my name is Vane, and welcome back to another episode of Call of Cthulhu. Where we last left off was we basically were, sorry, saw some dust flying around, like one particle of dust. Yeah, last episode we were basically going and solved the case, we're not solving the case, solving the vault casing thing. Like we spun around some numbers, and we opened that hatchet, and that opened up the book of the dead. Necronomicon is what it said in the achievement. We opened that book, and the book basically transported Pierce into some weird out-of-body experience. So now we're in the body of Dr. Fuller, I think or Dr. Colden, the lady that we talked to earlier in the mental hospital. We're now playing in her perspective instead. I think the person on the bed was our character Pierce, but I might be wrong. But yeah, we're gonna talk to the nurse that's across from us to see what we got about the patient.
Very well. I'll examine him.
Alright, so we got that weird examination. It's kind of weird that we have a specific stat on our character that we don't know too much about.
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
Smell.
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky.
Okay.
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
Huh.
So, doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
I guess we have to present all three.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth.
Sorry, I'm trying to think, can I go back to my other conversations after this, but I'm worried that this is going to close out my conversations on everything else. But it's also funny because, my mouse cursor is here, right? Okay, Captain Fitzroy's in the background talking to the Dr. Fuller. This is he's just arguing constantly about something of some sort.
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby.
Oh.
What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation.
Nope.
You have to.
Not really. Why does this nurse seem like I'm the only one with the solution of everything? I feel like nurses should be. Oh, actually, maybe they're pushing to the fact that these nurses are being forced to not know anything. Instead, they're just there to accompany the doctors to do their business versus having to learn anything.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not
Oh.
perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
Interesting. So his body's almost aquatic type.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
Oh no, I didn't get to see
pray
the
that
other
it's not here.
information.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients.
Nothing.
Provide him with the best available care.
Oh.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
I would say that...
His limbs? His body temperature? I don't know what experiments you've undertaken, but this is going too far.
Oh, I sense some excitement beneath your indignation.
No!
Could it be you wish to join me in my scientific endeavors?
So I can help him
You are
get
a
out?
brilliant physician, Dr. Fuller, but this man has the attributes of some kind of animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
He already knows.
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet.
What?
It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
I don't know. I like the
Was that a
conversation with...
What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
I kind of find this conversation a little weird. Like, I mean, at first it starts off with him patronizing and pissing me off a little bit, actually, as a player. Like, for me, I got pissed off with the fact that Dr. Fuller was, like, taunting Dr. Colden, and I'm just like, I'm being a little bit angry. At least she was able to keep her head, like, in the right space. But for me, it's like, oh man, I really want to punch this guy so bad. I want this guy to get knocked out. But no, it's just, I couldn't get that to happen. But then again, yeah, I'm just like, I think the conversation kind of shifted weirdly into a weird position where he was like threatening her after that. It's like, oh, I am disappointed in you. Like, it starts off as a taunt and then I'm disappointed. I'm just like, how does that feel like it connected? It didn't feel like he went into disappointment unless she was saying that, unless she threatened him, then he would have been disappointed, I felt like, but she didn't sound like she was threatening him. More like she's just saying his experiments are just stupid and very dumb. And I mean, technically Dr. Colden has a lot more empathy versus Dr. Fuller being like less empathetic. He's just not thinking about emotions, he's just thinking about his experiment and proving the world something I don't get. Hidden files are proof. Nobody mentioned crimes for now. Stay out of this. Let's see if she could help, I guess.
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office?
True.
What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Wait, what?
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Lol. Really? She's gonna be the one doing the job? So wait. Yeah, we don't have access to Pierce anymore. So we're just basically experiencing... We're just experiencing Colin's memory, I guess, of this whole thing, I guess.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
But it also is weird because they're putting the medical icon on the character to just say, hey. Like, what is this? No. I'm trying to go in there. I'm trying to go
This
here.
place draws you in and never lets you go.
1924 calendar, I guess. It's just kind of weird that they're putting these medical icons, even though we're not using peers. We don't have any
Chronic
stats.
insomnia. Like half the island.
We don't have the stats for the medical stuff, so it shouldn't affect us in any way, but... yeah. Anyways, let's check this place out. I don't really know how to expect...
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
What do you got?
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation.
I don't know medical science, so I don't know what that means. Does it mean a heart contraction? Excuse me? Oh, there we go. I had to press E, actually.
Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Okay, I guess. Okay, normal guy. I'm assuming that there's an achievement for making most of the patients calm down.
The whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
He's looking like he's
Yes,
blind?
it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back.
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
Yeah, he might have had a concussion on top of that.
I'll just sleep a bit more.
Okay, I just wanted to see what he had to say more. Yeah, he fell on his back and he probably hit his head on the floor. Ooh, she looks very creepy.
Mrs. Sanders?
Wait, isn't this... Wait, isn't this the wife of, Wait, isn't this the wife of the guy we saw that got killed by this thing?
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Yeah. This is the lady we spoke to. What the heck?
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
Irene was in here. What the heck? The file describes the state in which Irene Sanders entered the Riverside Institute as well as the treatments administered to her. Fuller added a handwritten note he recommends to take her down to the psychiatric wing in order to provide her with a quiet and rest that she needs. So did he do something to her maybe in the meantime? And that she just returned home thinking that she actually cared about her husband when in fact her husband probably... or that she was manipulated to turn her husband into into the hospital, I guess. That would suck.
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Oh. Also, I don't know what happened to the audio there. It might have been my headphones or that the game itself just had a weird broken... I see sleeping pills. Sleeping medicine. Alright, let's see what's over here. What is that?
What is the boiler room key doing here?
Okay. Very blank outside. There's nothing outside going on. Alright, let's check out the other patients here. Excuse me. Morning time and everything.
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors.
Morning and everything, so my throat's a little bit out for a bit. Okay, we already examined Irene. Alright, so we've examined that guy. Let's see what this one is.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
I mean, insomniac is like something might have been haunting the person's nightmares or something. Alright, let's check this bed. Oh, she has glasses. For some reason, I thought she had monocles. I was a guy who was in a straitjacket for a bit. Alright, so that's most of the patients I could see in this room, I guess. No achievement, weirdly enough, but... Hello?
Gentlemen, may I help you?
Wait.
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding.
Oh.
She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I saw that she's fine.
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
At least they've been worrying about her all this time. Janitor, what do you got?
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
Oh, he has like the New Jersey accent, I think.
You're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan.
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl.
What? The way she said that.
And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh, well. At least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show.
Okay, these nurses sound like they're assholes. Medicine and the secret sciences. I think I don't need to read this. It's just literally saying that there's a book for medical. I'm wondering if that all contributes to Pierce later on when he comes back too.
Dr. Colden?
Oh, this is just the nurse is just being weird. Alright. Is there anything in this part of the room? This looks like the waiting room with Officer Bradley over there. Alright, let's... Oh, this is the kitchen. I can go in. I keep seeing these closets that just, like, makes me think I can hide in here for some reason, but...
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
The food looks very unappetizing. Looks like peas and whatever that stew of meat and stuff in it is. I really wonder if that's even healthy to begin with or not. Is there another patient in here? It's one, but there's nothing informational wise, I guess. Is there anything in here? I did open this door by accident. High security unit is probably...
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Oh, I see. I have to, like, go...
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Wait, this is the men's bathroom, really? I'm so confused with this.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Oh, they're saying that the water could go out if they feel like whatever.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself.
Oh.
And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
I want to ask why go through her, but then I also don't know if I want to pursue it, but I'll ask her.
Do you
I
really
guess.
need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, the audio thing was my side. Yeah. I was just like, what is this audio being, like, low to high randomly? It's just like, oh, it's because my audio jack was probably loosed on the headphone stuff. Okay. Anyways. Kind of sad that they're bullying her into whatever, but... Yeah, let's talk to this nurse. She seems to be an asshole anyways. Yeah, let's talk to this nurse. See what she's up to. Reprimand her. Well, what is this?
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
A prescription for barbiturates? I don't know what it's called. Barbiturates, signed by Dr. Fuller, of course. What is this? Another book of something? Humo delinquente? Delinquente? I don't know. Pseudoscientific ways. Okay, morphology.
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, but Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Oh.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment.
Oh, I see. So Nurse Sullivan?
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
Oh. So they're actually low on medicine here, too. What was the lady's name? Nurse Sullivan, I think, is like some sort of evil woman. Or Donovan. Nurse Donovan is an evil woman somehow. Dude looks anxious. I do need to go to the waiting room in the front.
Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
Nope. Dr. Fuller won't let me in. Oh, this is the administration office, I bet. Okay, let's see what these other doors are.
I don't have any business in the boiler room.
I am wondering what the point of that, of looking at the boiler room like that would be. It's probably unlocked, yeah. It might be that office. What is this? I do want to explore every room as I can before I start going into the objective of whatever. I didn't miss my opportunity to talk to that nurse at the beginning here. But it's how it is, I guess, unfortunately. I kind of wish that I was able to like go back to that conversation and finish that conversation now, but those are probably optional, which probably means that there's no importance to talking to her about those things maybe, but even then there's just no signs of knowing because I missed my opportunity of that. Reference books of science, medical sciences. I'm hoping all that accumulates into Pierce's like medical somethings, I guess.
I have little time for you, Doctor.
Oh.
You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Miss Donovan is here. Ah. So she doesn't really want to ever talk to you either. Unless you go into Dr. Fuller's place. And she's just like, oh, I'm gonna kick your ass for going in here, etc., etc. Is what she probably might do. Locked.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Oh, okay. Different place?
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
Dormitory B? What's the situation?
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And we had a patient come up from the psychiatric wing. Were you able to see him?
Yes, but...
Oh. What state is he in now?
You should go see for yourself, Doctor.
I mean, I did see the guy, but I don't know why he didn't let me
This
in.
man, Edward Pierce. His file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
The file is incomplete, strangely incomplete, and the details of on treatment is not given. It does not respect standard practices. Okay. I'm guessing that the choices I make as Dr. Colden here, as this doctor currently, plays a major role in how things will shape up for the later parts, I guess. Let's talk to this nurse.
Dr. Colden.
Okay, nothing. Alright, let's run for it. I'm gonna go and sneak into, or at least get to Dr. Fuller's place before going to the front entrance to talk to Bradley. I'm pretty sure Bradley's there, but I can't say for sure what the choices are that might be prevented from me to, like...
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
You want me to beat you up?
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Well, she's really gonna prevent me from going forward.
Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
No,
Okay.
but rest assured.
That won't be...
I will...
Okay, whatever. I get it. It's just gonna keep blocking me until I do something else and figure out a way to distract her for whatever reason. I think one of the distraction is to talk to that nurse that needs the water running, just to say something about it. Tell Nurse Donovan to turn on the valve, but also kind of prevent the nurse Donovan to like getting that door open so she can get super distracted while we go into the office maybe.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
I don't know who your fiancé is, but okay. Bradley.
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course.
Oh?
Why?
He has medication? Oh wait, I'm a master with medicine as Dr. That's so weird though. Why? I don't know why we have a master in medicine with this character and just not okay, whatever.
Tell me your symptoms.
I have headaches. And I can't sleep.
Insomnia.
Do you suffer from insomnia?
No. Look, I don't want you to laugh at me.
Uh-huh.
Ethan, if you don't trust me, then who?
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
Ooh, interesting.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
Maybe.
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
True.
Oh, there's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
It's also interesting that the other options was to tease him about liking her or something like that, but I don't know.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patience here.
Almost no patience here. And then you just go to the hospital rooms and almost all the beds are filled up.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
It's just funny, like he doesn't realize that almost all the beds are filled up. So this is the person we needed to check up on, I guess. But then they didn't give me anything off of this character, I guess. I don't know. They said that there's a person who got brought up.
Dr. Colden?
There's a person who got brought up here, but then I don't see them at all whatsoever. So I don't really know exactly which one is which. All right. I mean, is this the guy? No, this is the guy who fell on his back. Yeah, so I don't think that's the guy. But I don't know. There's not really much anyways going on. No. Alright, well, I don't really have anything much more to really look at, I guess, for the time being. I'm trying to think what I want to do. Oh, right. Maybe we can look for the valve here. Temporarily look for the valve. I'm pretty sure it's in the boiler room. Yeah, it's in the boiler room here.
The door to the boiler room is locked. Where did I see that key? Ah, yes. The office in Block B.
Yep. I mean, I kind of knew the key was there, but I needed to... I probably needed, like, something to, like, give me a reason to get the key, I guess. Because...
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Yeah, so that's why it probably needed me to do a bunch of things in order to make me find a distraction for Donovan, and that's the weird part and the sad part, but I'm sorry, nurse, or I'm sorry, the other nurse, the nurse that keeps complaining about getting help. Is there anything in here? Nope, nothing. Okay. Not enough strength, I see.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Okay. Find a tool. Okay, so we need to find a tool now. These objectives are just getting complicated. Alright, what kind of tool would I have seen that might have been useful for us to twist the valve with? I'm wondering if a towel wrapped around the valve would work, or like wetting the or getting an oil and just like loosening up the thing would be right, maybe.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag.
Oh.
I didn't make this up.
The answers
And I'm
must
the
be
one who
hidden in
pays.
Fuller's office.
Okay.
What a pest. It's so unfair.
I don't know what to look for. Wait, the store's now closed. Oh, there it is. I see. So the janitor just blocked that off because he was like preventing the player from finding that tool before. I'm guessing that's probably what it is. It's just that they put that janitor there to prevent me as a player to like looking into it, so that I could just get the tool for whatever. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll end it here for now. We got a save point, I think. Yeah, it says game saved. So next episode, let's go and use the tool and open up that crank, and hopefully we'll progress and see where this takes us. I really don't feel like this is a interesting chapter. I feel like this chapter just is kind of like a back filler of story, but it's just like, because I feel like I feel like this game could have stayed with just having Pierce and just stay as Pierce for the rest of this game and not have to force me into an out of body experience, because it feels kind of weird a little bit, especially with the stats being different in different characters. So it's just kind of like, I don't think it's interesting, but I guess it's nice to see a backfill of a story and getting to play as Dr. Colden and how she sees the world in a way. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode or another Video Minds. Roz out.